Hey man, what it is? This is Deem, and I am your host, and this is By Any Means. There go to Cash App, $ Deem by any means. There go to PayPal, at Deem by any means. Y'all already know what I'm about to say. I don't care if you leave $1, $10, $1,000. It is much, much, much appreciated. Yeah, that super chat button worked too. That PayPal and that Cash App worked too. Show your boys some love. That's all I'm saying. Um, Gary Russell Jr. and Counterfeit are the worst type of black men and clout chasers that you can have. And if you don't know who Counterfeit is, that is Floyd Schofield. I'll let you, Schofield Sr., I'll let you figure out why I call him Counterfeit. It's hilarious once you figure it out, though. If you understand, type understand. I'm sorry, y'all. I got to be petty sometimes. I'm sorry. I don't forget nothing. Um, Gary Russell Jr. did another interview. This is like his one, two, three, four, five. This is about his fourth interview, y'all, since gervontadavis and lamontroach has been announced. This is like his one, two, three, four. This is like his fourth interview, y'all, since gervontadavis and lamontroach has been announced. And you know what? Somebody asked him a question. They said, yeah, Gary, you and Tank been going back and forth for a long time. And Gary said, no, 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 we ain't been going back and forth. It just been me saying something. Tank no better than to not say something to me. And this is why black men get unalived in real life, because like guys like Gary Russell Jr., it's guys on YouTube, y'all. It's this one guy. I'm gonna say his name because he just a straight female dog. A guy named Here for BS, right? And he make threats and say certain stuff to me that I don't even bother the guy. You dig what I'm saying? But he say certain stuff and things like that. And then when I respond, it's a problem. See, people like that, there is no giving you what you want. We can't have a conversation now. When you see me, it's not going to be no, we're going to be fisticuffs or not. Your life may literally be in danger playing with me. You're not the type of guy I want to do that with. You're the type of guy that is going to be a real issue with. I'm going to make sure of that. Why? Because of the way you carry yourself. There's plenty of people on YouTube that don't agree with Dean, that I argue with. And you go on Knockout Channel, there's plenty of Devin fans over there that don't agree with nothing I say. They don't disrespect me. Get in my DMs talking crazy. Every time I go somewhere, they got something to say, stalking me from program to program to program. They not doing none of that. That's why we shout out to my guy, Bullet Gibson, prime example. That's my guy, actually. We don't agree about a lot, but it's with all respect, and I know he truly respects me. See, that's the difference. Guys like Gary Russell Jr., if I'm gervontadavis, you will never get a fight, because what you're doing is pass boxing. You admit that I don't bother you. I haven't said anything to you. But then you calling me all out my name. You saying this, that, and the third. Why you got so much vitriol to me if you are admitting I don't even bother you? So that's somebody creating a problem. Y'all, people who create problems with somebody, we're not going to be fisticuffs or none of that. Somebody I might have a little bickering back and forth where I may have said something crazy, you said something crazy, it go back and all right, then now we could listen, bro. What you want to do? You trying to rumble? But a guy that I think got real vitriol and hatred in his heart for me, there will be no fisticuffs. It's going to go past that. Absolutely, it's going to go past that. It has to go past that. Because once we fisticuff, it's going to go past that. You see why, y'all? Guaranteed to go past that. Only time it don't go past that when you got two individuals who may have a disagreement. They can't come to a common ground. They fisticuffs, duke it out. They go their separate ways. That's how real men should handle it. But when you are attacking me for no reason at all, just because you want to fight, Shakur Stevenson want to fight gervontadavis too. He ain't calling him all that. Even if he called him a duck, he ain't calling him all of that. Why would he fight you before Shakur Stevenson? You want to talk about history? Him and Tevin Farmer got more history than him and Gary Russell Jr. What is Gary Russell Jr. talking about? Gervontadavis and Tevin Farmer have way more history than him and Gary Russell Jr. Why Gary Antoine Russell don't talk about Tank the same way why his big brother talk about it? Why? Because you're the type of guy that creates issues. You try to be a bully. See, people who are just very disrespectful and try to be bullies, there will be no fisticuffs, my guy. No. I'm gonna try to send you somewhere you don't want to be honest. That's just dating. Certain people in these YouTube streets, if they ever walked up on me on some rah-rah stuff, it's not gonna be rah-rah, it's gonna be bow-bow. That's just how that's gonna work. I'm just telling y'all that's how that works. Now, if we having a disagreement, and I'm like, all right, man, listen here, man, listen. Like, me and Champ side, it wouldn't be bow with me and Champ side. I wouldn't cause that type of harm to Champ side. We could get fisticuffs because even though he's been disrespectful, it's in a way where I know why he's saying what he's saying or feel the way he feel because of something that I may say. But I didn't create a problem with him. He didn't create a problem with me. We just was on opposite ends of how we felt, and then it got disrespectful in between. That's something that could be fisticuffs. And then we could get it over with and go about our day. But somebody that I feel is deliberately trying to attack me for no reason at all. I don't know, homie. You just out of the blue. You the guy who walk in the Chinese store and then you bump me and you act like you got all this problem. We not going to fight then, bro. No, that's not a fight situation. Every situation ain't a fight situation. When we having a discussion, an argument back and forth about something, and then they go a little left, then we can have a fight about something. Because I may have raised my voice at you, you raised your voice at me, you said something, I said something, and then now, because then that's a common ground. But if I don't bother you at all and you start causing trouble with me, understand, I'm going to take it to the fullest extent. For sure. Gary Russell Jr. is more focused on Gervonta Davis than he focused on his own career. I want y'all to think about that. The man ain't fought in almost 3 years. Y'all, my youngest daughter, not even 3 yet. I want you to think about that. So when I put that in that perspective and I see a child that I'm with and she got conceived and pregnancy and all of that, and then now she walking and talking and acting a fool, getting on my nerves, and then you still haven't fought in none of that time, it's like, yeah, bro, you more worried about Gervonta Davis than you is your own career. Maybe if you was worried about your own career more, you would have already fought Gervonta Davis. That's just a wild guess. Maybe you would have been the fight instead of lamontroach. And then you go hate on lamontroach, a guy from your city that really didn't do nothing. So not only did you have a problem with Tank that was unnecessary, and Gervonta Davis has not bothered you, but then because you so mad at Gervonta, you go and attack lamontroach, who ain't bothered you and showed you respect. And y'all from the same city, and then you talk about black men on black crime, black men keeping each other down. Gary Russell Jr.'s mentality is what keeps black men down. And I know there's plenty of people that like Gary Russell Jr. I don't care. I like Gary Russell Jr. I don't like what he's doing at all. Him and Counterfeit are the sorriest excuses of what somebody should be. Now you got Counterfeit out there lying on Shakur Stevenson, lying on Gervonta, saying he's going to knock Gervonta Davis out in 4 rounds. Gervonta Davis or Shakur Stevenson hasn't even mentioned you, my God. Talking about Devin Haney. What is you talking about Devin Haney for, bro? You can say what you want about Devin. Y'all haven't put in enough work to be talking about Devin Haney. We're talking about the upper echelon of fighters. Your son is not there yet, my guy. You literally are going on YouTube rants, causing all this chaos about fighters who not even looking your way. And then when Shakur finally responds to you and give you the time of day, now you're respectful? We just want to fight, champ. You could have did that from the door. You know, Shakur now. Well, Shakur, no, don't that mean you could have got in contact with Shakur Stevenson directly? You didn't have to do all of that internet stuff. Kid Schofield, you are the number 2 guy in the WBA rankings. You can literally get the fight with Gervonta Davis mandated. You don't have to do all of this other stuff to get the Gervonta Davis fight. You are literally one of the people that are in line. Because if Williams Zepeda has a fight and becomes champion, or has a fight that he's doing, and then the WBA decides to make you the mandatory, there you go. And Gervonta Davis, as far as I know, has fought all of his mandatories in the WBA. As far as I know, he's fought all his mandatories in the WBA. Whatever you do, young black men, don't be Gary Russell Jr. and Counterfeit. That's called clout chasing. That's called trying to be a bully. That's called hating. Just put whatever words you want to put on it. That's what it's called. We thought Bill Haney was bad. But at least Bill has something to stand on, though. At least Bill's son actually put in the work. Before, like they got to a certain level and then started capping. Floyd Schofield hasn't even let his son do that. And it sickens me that these guys carry themselves in this behavior. Like Gary Russell Jr. literally admit Gervonta Davis, don't say nothing to me, don't mention my name, don't do it. If I was Gervonta Davis, I wouldn't say nothing to you or mention your name either. Because you somebody, and you tried to cause a fight at one of my fights about me. Yeah, you somebody you somebody would never get in the ring with me. I would purposely not fight you. The same way Earl Spence felt towards Keith Thurman. But it's even worse than that, though. It's worse than that. Nah, bro, you had to catch me in the streets for real, for real. Because y'all ever heard of that saying, you doing too much? They two prime examples of doing too much. Mind you, these is grown men. Grown 30 some odd, 50-year-old men that's behaving that way. He literally hated on lamontroach for no reason. Another guy from his city, and then y'all wonder why we can't go forward as black people. Y'all already know what this is, though, right? Dean, by any means. And I holla at y'all.